Again, I added my original size. It wasn't the biggest bet in the world, but it was good enough every time we had one of these huge drawdowns. So it's crypto winter, and let's say it again, Raoul is a complete idiot. And he misses the low by 30% because it's so hard to time the market. Because you're adding up. If I had only done that in the 2 rounds, 2013 and 2018, I would have done 25 times better. That really hit me. I thought, okay, I get it now. Former Trump ally and founder of Skybridge Capital, Anthony Scaramucci, thinks that more pension funds will soon include Bitcoin in their trading portfolios. In an interview with CNBC, Scaramucci said that other pension funds might decide to do what the state of Wisconsin did and invest in Bitcoin for retirement benefits. New filings with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) show that the Wisconsin Investment Board has put around $163 million into BlackRock's eShares, Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust, and BlackRock's eShares. In his speech, Scaramucci said that he thinks big businesses are starting to use Bitcoin because recent governmental approval has taken away a big obstacle for them. Bitcoin now has the green light from the government, and I think that was the step that stopped a lot of these big companies from going too fast. He said that many smart institutions are saying, "Let me get long this thing before it becomes part of a total tactical allocation index," he said. Sometimes when you're early, you get a lot of bumps and scrapes, but I think it pays to be early in Bitcoin, and I think we're still early in Bitcoin. This made it clear that Bitcoin was still not widely used. The most recent prediction by Scaramucci is in line with his past optimistic view on Bitcoin. A few days ago on Benzinga's Per Market Prep, he predicted that Bitcoin would eventually hit $150,000, saying that this would happen because more and more people around the world are using the cryptocurrency. Scaramucci also said that more than 30% of Skybridge's assets are Bitcoin. He was more optimistic about Bitcoin at $60,000 than he was when it was at $30,000 last year, because BlackRock and other big financial firms have recently started to use Bitcoin ETFs. Scaramucci said on Monday you only have 4.8% of the world in Bitcoin. You can compare that to Web 1.0 in 1999. To see how volatile stocks like Amazon and eBay were in 1999, think about Web 1.0. As things get bigger, and I think Bitcoin will get bigger too, there will be a time when it has 1 billion people. The network's value will grow by a factor of 10, and Bitcoin will be worth $150,000. How did I do? When I sold it, the price went up a lot, and I felt great about it. I saw a cycle go up and down and then bought it. I rode one cycle all the way up and down, then sold out and bought it again. I thought I'd done pretty well with this until it went down 50% and then broke out above $10,000. Then I thought about why, if I had stuck to my original bet, which was a lot less, I would have won 5 times as much money by doing nothing. That made me a little mad because I thought I was good at trading macro. Not at all. Due to Metcalfe's law and a network acceptance model, this asset is in a logarithmic uptrend. This means that all of its highs and lows are higher. On a normal scale, it keeps looking like a bubble, and then this. When you look back at the map, these little bumps appear next to this because it's such a huge trend. As you think about the right, you start to see that the downsides are both a feature and an advantage. I then thought, okay, what would happen if I just added my original size? This time it wasn't the biggest bet in the world, but it was good enough every time there was one of these huge drops, so crypto winter. Also, let's say that Raoul is once more a complete idiot. He missed the low by 30% because it's really hard to time the market. You name it, I would have done 25 times better if I had just done that in 2013 and 2018. Because you're adding to it, and that really hit me. I thought, okay, I get it now. When prices went down in 2022, I didn't do anything but buy when I thought we were close to the bottom. I began buying in June when the price of ETH was very low, and then I bought more. In fact, I bought some Solana in June, which was too early. Then I bought again in October or November, and it worked out great. That was based on my liquidity cycle and where we are in the macro crypto summer. We were just coming out of winter. Then I saw that my PL had reached an all-time high long before the market had even come close to doing the same. It helped that I was able to nail Solana, but you still do really well by adding to your trades in those areas. For those of you who don't need the money right now, I would love that cycle, the down cycle, and tell you to expect an 80% drop. This time it might be less. It could be more. This time Solana was down 97%. ETH was down 97% the last time we checked. Take it in stride because every time you buy at a low point, you'll make 10, 20, or even 50 times your money based on what you buy, right? That means it makes a lot of money. Think about how Solana was a 10x in the first crypto spring last year. It's not yet summer or fall. The change to summer has just begun. Because of this, if you have a long-term view, that path will definitely help you make more money by the sell-off, welcome it, and be ready with cash. It looks like this is the last chance to put money into the market. If you have cash on hand or are waiting, now is your last chance. After this, we'll hit the banana side where things get really crazy and you can't buy anything. If there is a bear market, you'll be below the starting levels. This level shouldn't have you, we should. So, or not by much, these are good last levels to get as many points as you can. Okay, if you're a long-term thinker, wait until 2026 and say, wow, I can't believe I can get more and compound more wealth. Save some cash for that time so that when everyone else is worried, you'll be ready to say, hey, I've got money. Don't forget that no one has money when you really need it. I had a hard time getting money because money coming in and out has gone down. Because the business is slow and you have to deal with other things. Still though, okay, that's one way to get there. Some of you say, well, I want to take everything off the table when it comes to the other option. The down markets are too stressful for me. That's okay too, right? Everyone needs to learn more about their own thoughts and actions. I'm not able to help you time the top. I know it should be by my work between the summer and winter of 2025. When though? My information on liquidity says that it will be at its highest point in July 2025. Is that going to be right for sure? I don't know, but I think it will be pretty close. Because it will seem like many other rounds. Every year, the cycles have reached their peak at the end of the year. But what if that changes? Don't forget that the last cycle was strange. We had a huge rise. We reached a high point. We sold off a lot. After that, we had another peak, but didn't make much progress. At the end of the year, we fell apart. You,